Made this one for you. Here is Ivan coming to you with an important message about the books. These are the books, but before we get to the books, let's get to some important part. We are in the office, and this is what it says. Just breathe. You'll never live this moment again. Yeah, sounds good. And I always like to add about this moment. You will only live this moment once, not just again. So let's make it count for the next 10 or so minutes. I'm going to reveal to you something of great importance. Not because it's important, but because it's important for me. And it might be important for you. If you understand what I'm trying to say here, these are the books. Now let's get a little bit about the books. In my mentorship group, so far I've given away about, minimum 500 of those for free. Now what they cost? They cost $1.49. I hope you are one of the people that I gave these books to you. They could be different format. Sometimes they are like this format. Sometimes whatever I find, I give it away. Now let's talk about the books. This is the format. This video will be very, very informative. And if you stick to the end of the video, you may discover that would be your greatest investment in yourself. Now, many people critique this technique, but let's use Jesus' words. Forgive them for what they do not know, or something like this, So I forgive you for not knowing, but you should. That's what I would say, and I should, because this, what I'm going to tell you, it's a miracle, and it came to my awareness only through experience. Now, let's talk about the mechanics. What are the mechanics of this technology? That's what you see here, people, is just technology. There is mechanics, there is moving parts, there's a lot of complications. Some people like to see the world very flat. They look at me. I carry these books around, right? They are usually pockets. They live here. And sometimes I open the book and I start writing something, and people look at me like I'm the crazy person. Well, we forgive these people. Now, let's talk about the mechanics. This one here, it's called the Dream Book. The Dream Book, this one has, it's a 2023. There's another one here. It's from August last year. And all the rest are in my storage. Now, this one is the daily log from April. This is the daily log from May. This one you see, May 2023, book 2. And voila. It should be right there in my pocket. Well, hop, what it says. So now, just stick with me for a while. They will go like this. All right. This is the format. I strongly suggest to you to keep the same format because it worked for me. If it works for me, it will probably work for you. April, May 1, 2. We have 2 books for May, and we have just starting now. Today date is June 5th, 2023. And this is the logbook. Now we have the daily planner. This is for May and June. All right, because this logbook, it's heavily, this 1 and 2 books are about one of these. So the daily log is very important. This is the daily log for April. This is the daily log for May. 2 daily logs. Now, when you run out of this book, you just get another one. All right. And then it's the daily log for, you see, it's a time log book. And this is the daily planner for May and June. Now, how this format will work. These books, they are all related to each other, and there is another one just to be started. Now, I'm gonna give you the best that I've got. Now, in the dreams book, you can start writing your dreams. Just throw them. Soon, if you are consistent, that is the key. If you are consistent throwing your dreams in a dream book, soon they're gonna take roots. Soon they're gonna start growing. Soon they're gonna start developing. Soon they will become reality. Do you remember the power of the pen? If you have the energy to put it, you are actually materializing it. You put this materializing. Now you see, for the moment, it was just materializing. It was just here in the world of ideas, which are not mine. Of course, I just take them from here, put them on the book. To materialize, they start becoming mine. That is the first step. It's kind of spiritual, it's kind of woo-woo kind of science, but it's true. You start materializing your dreams, and these books, you keep track of your time, which is, in essence, this is track of your life, you know. So now you keep track of your time and your, and there's another book for money. This is the material stuff, like a little thing. You can plan your finances, but that's not important. We're going to plan the big picture. Finances are now not important. For younger people, finance book very important. For older people, this is the reality. So now, let's see what we are going to do. Now, this one here, it will be called, and I'm gonna do it reflect. I'm gonna take time to show you. Let's say reflect book. Now, what we're gonna do in this book, we're gonna take all the reflections. The reflections are done in this book with this sign. Now, here, there are two types of reflections, and I'm going to show you in this technology. This is one sign of reflection. This is another sign with R. All right? This is important. This is called realization. This is one called important. All right. Now, this is important to understand, because when I open this book here and there, I will immediately see some triangles. Here in the book there will be some triangles. That may be not important. You see, hop, there is one. There is one triangle here. This one say, here it is. It say, when in flow state, try to speed up the small stuff. Keep it in mind, the big stuff, time with the loved ones, all right? Healing, health, sing for the soul, when business, plan. Now, this one whole thing, it's a big realization for me. And what we're going to do here, in the next 2 hours or 3 hours, it does not matter how long this will take. Some people say, well, I don't have time to do the logbook. Well, I don't have time to put my dreams into reality. Well, I don't have time to reflect. Well, good luck. to your life. Based on my experience, I can say only, or I can tell you, or I can teach you, or I can translate, or I can communicate to you only what I know from experience. Anything else, it's somebody else's idea, somebody else's Maya. People live in the Maya, but somebody else Maya. Now, what I'm talking about here is my own experience. So for the next 2-3 hours, I'm going to make a big move. Now, here is the move. I'm going to take all these reflections, realizations, and important stuff, and I'm going to list them in the Reflect book, starting from here, and this will be the format. And it's going to be like this. I'm doing it to show you because it's important. April, I'm going to put here April 2023, and then I'm going to read this book. This I will read for half an hour, and half an hour. That would take 2 hours to realize these books, because when I carry them in my pocket, like this one here, it's in my pocket, I go through the space and time, through the universe. I visit these places, I visit that place, I visit that place. The ideas come from the awareness of the world, the total awareness, the supermind. Now, what is this awareness? This is God. This is godly awareness. Some people call it collective unconscious. Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious. Some other people call it the superconscious. All right, we're gonna call it God. Now you can call it the universe. If you are not godly person, you can call it the universe. You can call it, if you believe in this other type of gods like Buddha, whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. Maybe you believe in this guy. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you believe in. But we're going to call this universal consciousness, super consciousness, God. We have this word for that thing, God. We don't know what it is. Like, people don't know what God it is. Some people believe they know, but we don't really know. That's a little bit spiritual deviation. But what we're going to do here, we're going to take all these things that came to our mind, we wrote them down here, and now we're going to invest it in the next month, which will be here. That would become June. You see, June will be here, and I have extra books to give away. If you are in my group, ask me for the books, please. They're going to help you to realize yourself, to self-actualize yourself. That is the first process, the first step in the process. And now, let's get to again, to repeat what we're going to do. First, we're going to look at the Big Dream books. They're like 45 for me. I have like 45 big dreams. I don't want to tell you. Maybe if I meet you in private, you will have the privilege to open my book and to see what is very sacred and very private for me. If you meet me in person. If you don't, okay. Now, we're going to take all the realizations, all the important stuff, and we're going to list them here one by one in the following format. This will be the format, date. That this idea, this is the date, and we're going to read the date. The first one will be in the beginning of April, and we're going to list all of these things here. What are these things? All right, let's test your memory. The important things that I have aware about myself, the realizations that I have aware about myself, and now I'm going to list them here, and I'm going to look at and stare at them, and I'm going to think about it for about half day. It does not matter what it takes. Some people say, I don't have time for all this bullshit. All right, it's your choice, my friend. But I promise you this. If you slow down the process, which is, this is the process. Now I'm slowing down the process. The outcome will be speed up. This is another concept that I usually tell my mentees, the people that I'm mentoring. I tell them, hey, slow down. Let's think about it. Let's not make irrational decisions. We think we are rational, but we are actually not. A lot of our life is dictated by a bunch of emotions that we really cannot take hold on. Not too well. We know ourselves, at least. So now, that is thing called, you see, this little process here, it's called taking your last 2 months, April, May, June, it's in the beginning, taking April and May and put them, extract the most important and the most important realizations, list them here, and then just, this is how it's going to be, like this. Invest them. This is your investment. The best investment you can actually do, many people are confused on investment. Some people think real estate, crypto, all this. No, I'm showing you the best investment for yourself. The best investment for yourself is just basically this: knowledge, gathered and applied. Okay, that's the most important word, apply. You gather a lot of knowledge, 60k thoughts, 60k thoughts per day, daily. Can you imagine 60,000 thoughts per day you have? Some of them we capture on these books, then we systemize them by the following methodology. Important, because here, as soon as something important here, I put it in the book. I don't use my head as a filing cabinet, because I know the filing cabinet cannot hold 60,000 thoughts per day. Now, most of the people don't even run the math. 60,000 by 30 days. Do the math for yourself. Do the math for yourself. How many thoughts you have? 18. What is it? Is it like this? This is K. So we're gonna add the K's here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? What do you got? Almost 2 million thoughts, if not one more. Something like this. Anyway, I'm just showing you these numbers because most of the people don't run the math. They are like a ball of thinking. Especially guys like me. I came to the awareness of myself that I have a lot of kind of omni-thinking. Omni-thinking, it's a problem for me. So I have to streamline it for myself. I'm doing this for myself and I'm showing you. So you can copy, take it, steal it, use it, whatever you do. Here is your investment. Knowledge gathered. You gather knowledge from the universe, from over there. You put the knowledge in the book. You keep track of the knowledge. Then you systemize the knowledge by saying what's important knowledge and what is not important. Important and realizations. And then you take it from this book. You list them here in the realization book. And from there you make investment in the next month. If you keep this technology, this is called transformation. Transformation, it's important. It's not transgender, it's transformation. You are now a new you. You are now a new you. Transform, new being. Human. All right? We're not human being, but being human. You got that? You understand? Being is the important. Now, your being is who you are. It's not that you are a human. You're just human, but you are being. Being is the important thing. So now, this is a little simple technology, how to gather the knowledge and how to transform yourself. There's only one question remains. Speed. How fast you can transform. Form means matter. Things matter, it's formation, you see? Matter, earth, flesh, and trans is something of ethereal. It's transforming your matter, your brain matter, your energy matter, everything. It's energy. You know that already. You are now a new you, transformed, new being. How fast you can speed up the process by slowing it down. Now, this speed up the process, the outcome, speed up the outcome. Outcome is this is what you want. You want this. See? You want transformation of your being as a human. You get that? You want to transform faster. Where do you want to go? Well, that's where I want to go. Higher frequency being. All right? That's it. That's where I want to go. I don't know where you're going to want to go. Maybe you want to go in the dollar sign. Dollar signs is also higher frequency. Okay? So, now let's summarize. This is 23 minutes video. I hope it's one of the most important information that you will ever come across. This is the process of transforming yourself with nobody coming to help you. I'm not going to help you on that. Nobody will help you. Only God will help you, and life will help you by pushing you around. And some people will learn the lessons from life pushing them around, and they're going to take this thing, they're going to keep the